Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today and talk skincare and how my skincare is going to change going into the fall. This was requested and a lot of stuff has changed, so wanted to let y'all know how. And I passed my 1-year anniversary with Tretinoin and I've changed a little bit the way I'm applying my Tretinoin. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this and we'll talk about how my skincare has changed. Okay, let's start with AM. In the morning, I will be using the Purity Cleanser all winter long. This is one of the very, very few things that I have ever tried that does not dry me out. I love this. Now, it does have a light scent, and I love this. Then I use my Obagi toner. I really like it. It returns the balance to my skin, and I love it. Then I come straight in here and use my Vitamin C by Timeless. I'm going to tell y'all that when I got on the Olay Henrickson Truth Serum, I got off the Timeless. Huge difference, y'all. Huge. Noticeable decrease in the luminosity and clarity of my skin. I'm going to say, I don't even want to say it because it's going to make it happen. I don't think I'll ever get off this again. I love this more than I used to. Greatness. Another thing that I love is the niacinamide by the Ordinary. They used to say you couldn't use this with vitamin C. They have since said, the people that I've listened to have said that is not the case anymore. They're making it different. You know, the formulations are different or something, and you can use it. I'm telling y'all, this makes these two things together are crucial in my skincare. Two of the most important things that I do that I love, and to the cheapest. If you don't have niacinamide in your skincare, I would say try it. It's very active on your skin. You can feel it. It's greatness. Then something brand new that I've added is this Algenist Genius Collagen. I will tell y'all, I've only used this like, I'm going to say 4 times. I've already made a dent in it. This was $105, but people were really saying they saw a difference with it. If I don't see a difference with it, I'm not replacing. Because I'm not using a lot of extraneous things that don't work when I'm on Tretinoin and vitamin C and niacinamide that are working. I'm going to try this. I'll let y'all know if I like it. It does make me very glowy in the morning. It feels very nice going on. It's lovely. But if it's not making a difference, it's going. Then I'm still putting on my Olay Henrickson Truth Serum because I have this gigantic bottle of it. I don't know if I'll replace it yet. I will let you know. It looks like this is big enough to last me through the fall, so I will be using it. But this is vitamin C and collagen. This is collagen. This is vitamin C. This is a duplicate. I'll let you know. But I'm using it right now. Okay, then I go on to acid, and I'm using 2 acids right now. I'm using the Good Genes and I'm using the exfoderm Forte by Obagi. Let me tell you why I'm doing that. I like to keep my skin active. I like to keep it in periodic flaking. I like it to really be turning over. That's just me. I am aggressive with my skin. I'm not telling you to do that, because a lot of people don't like that, and I don't even really know if I should be doing it. When I first started using the Good Genes, it was so active it set me off in a major peel. The whole time I was on vacation this year, I was flaking. When I went back on it, I was using it every day. It really calmed down and didn't feel that active on my skin. So to reactivate it, I got back on my Obagi exfoderm. Y'all, this keeps me active all the time. I would only have to use this and my skin stays pink and active. It never gets used to this. But I like having a lactic acid. So what I'm doing is I'm using my Good Genes on Sundays and Wednesdays, first of the week and middle of the week. The rest of the time I'm using my Obagi exfoderm. That is keeping me very active. It's keeping my skin very pink. And it keeps it where the Good Genes, my skin never acclimates to this. It never totally gets used to this. Again, that's just what I'm doing. And I like to keep my skin going. That works for me. I would just tell you to try and see what works for you. You know, the Good Genes is amazing. But I couldn't give up my Obagi exfoderm Forte. I just couldn't do it. So, but I do like having both kinds of acids in my skincare. Then after that, I will tell you that is pretty layered up. I mean, it's pretty tacky. So I'll go let the dogs out. I'll go get my coffee, scroll through Instagram for a little bit, let that kind of settle in, put on my eye primer, and then I do my eyes. And then by the time I get my eyes all done, it's pretty set in. And I'll put on my sunscreen, and I either use the Shiseido BB with a 50, the Dr. Jartt Everyday Sunscreen, Every Sunday Sunscreen with a 50, or my It CC with a 50. One of these is my sunscreen. I will tell you, if it's still real tacky, depending on the day, I sometimes, before I start my foundation, will get my e.l.f. Total Face Brush and put a very light dusting of powder on. That is a Wayne Goss technique. Before I put on my makeup, I will set all that skincare into my skin with a light dusting of any of my powders. I don't always remember to do that, but I love doing that. And that is my AM skincare. That is what I will do through the winter time. I rarely put moisture on my face. I mean, I'm already having to set it in with the powder. Okay, PM. This is where my skincare will change for the winter time more than my morning skincare would. Okay, I will be using, to take off my makeup, I start with one of these two cleansing balms. Either the Clinique Take the Day Off or the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Moringa Cleansing Balm. This one does not have a scent, and I love the way it removes my makeup. This is the one that I will replace. I love the Emma Hardy as well. It's pretty pricey, so I won't be replacing it, but I will use it. It'll last me all winter, I'm sure, because I haven't made a dent in it. In the wintertime, when I'm real dry, I will use it to remove my eye makeup. I will also put it all over my face so that I don't get too dry with my Tretinoin in the wintertime, because I will continue to use that. Put it all over my face, and then I'll rinse and get all the makeup off. Okay, then I will cleanse with my Purity. I'm so excited to have this winter because it doesn't dry me out. That's going to be lovely in the wintertime. Then I'm going to tone with my Obagi toner. Then that's when I wait 30 minutes before I do my Tretinoin. Okay, then something that I've added to my skincare. Right after I wash, I come in with the Nivea Skin Firming and Smoothing Gel. I put a tiny bit of this. I'm going to show y'all because it's so tiny. Like, can y'all see that? That much. And then with that much on, I rub it on these fingers. And then I put it on my brow bone because I think it's helping with hooding and puffiness. I love it. You just be real careful with it because it spreads. It's real thin. I put it on my brow bone, and I'm really liking that. Then I wait 30 minutes with my Tretinoin. I've always been aggressive with this. I'm on a 0.1. I use it every single night. And I, in the past, have put it all the way down onto my brow bone. What I've changed about this is I'm just putting this to my eyebrow. I am not coming down on this brow bone with this. I was getting severe dry eye. Now, I'm not sure if it was because of the Tretinoin, but it was becoming pretty bothersome, like noticeable. So I have just started going just to my eyebrow. I don't come any below my eyebrow. Also, this is going to seem like a strange tip, but I don't sleep with a pillow, and I sleep like this. Like, so I was getting this was up, my arm was up by my face, and then when I would shift my face around, I think it was getting in my eye. So I'm being super careful about, you know, how it's moving around at night. You know, using a small pillow to sleep with, you know, it was just getting around my eyes and it was really bothering them. So I only come to here. Now this may seem like strange tips, but you never know who that's going to help. So sleeping with a little pillow, trying to stay on my back. But if I'm on my side, you know, just being aware that that travels wherever you're laying. If you're on your hand, if you're on your arm, it can travel into your eyes. Just be careful with it. I still use it all up under my eyes, but I just put it all over my face, down to here on my neck 3 or 4 times a week, you know, as much as it can handle it. And yeah, just to my eyebrow. Then I let that soak in for at least 30 minutes, preferably an hour. And then if I'm dry, now I don't like to use a lot of moisture. If I'm dry, I will put on usually just an oil. And I use either the Drunk Elephant Luxury Marula. I use 1 drop of this, y'all. Seriously, 1 drop will do my whole face. If I do any more than that, it gets messy and runs in my eyes. Or I'm testing out the Clairins Lotus Oil. I love the smell of this. I love this oil. I'm going to see if I can use this. It's for controlling oil, but it's an oil. So I used it last night and my face is very comfortable this morning, but it's not dry outside yet. So I'll be using one of these oils. If I'm super dry, like one of my acids has really dried me out, the moisture that I use, my favorite is the Drunk Elephant Lala. I really like this because it's so light. It's a cream, but when you put it on, it feels almost like a watery. And I like that. I don't like something super heavy. If I was going to use something heavier than that, I would either use the Embryolisse, and this would be probably my favorite, or sometimes the oil of Olay without fragrance in it, because it has niacinamide and, you know, a bunch of good stuff in it. This is just an old-fashioned night cream. Once every 3 weeks, I want to say rollerblading, but that's not right. Microneedling my face, derma rolling. And I'm numbing it with a numbing cream. I numb it with the Numb 100 that I got off Amazon. This is tiny, y'all. This is so little, but you just put very little on. And I use a 0.1 all over my face. Now, I'm not the best at that. I just do it kind of whenever the mood hits. This is a 0.5 because I keep this out because a couple of times a week, at least once a week, I'm doing my lips. Because Anne-Marie, her before and afters on her lips, and Mary Ellen, y'all's lips, girls, they got me doing this to my lips at least once a week. I do it with a 0.5 because I can't feel those tiny 0.25s, 0.025s or whatever. So I use this. That numbing cream is awesome. I put this on, and when I do my forehead with a 0.1 or a 1, y'all, I can hear it crunching. Don't feel a thing. And I love rolling the needles over my face, y'all. Okay, then to deal with flaking in the wintertime, this is all I need. This is all I use. It's a tinkle razor, and I'm telling y'all, I will sit here watching TV and just scrape my face. I love it so much. It feels so good. And in the wintertime, I do flake quite a bit down here. I don't know if I will this year because I've been on Tretinoin for so long. This just spot scrapes. You know, you're just getting it off where you need it off. It gets the hair, it gets the skin, and it feels so good to scrape that skin off while you just sit here. Very attractive. I'm telling y'all, these are addictive. I love my tinkle razors. I get these on Amazon. And that's it. That is my skincare. Well, if you have any questions, put those down below. I passed my year mark with the Tretinoin. I love it. I see huge differences in my skin. I still want to get Botox in my forehead. Hadn't taken that desire away yet, but I do think it's finally helping with the hooding on my eyes. Just the overall look of my skin is better. So loving this. This is the best thing I've done for my skin. And I get this through my dermatologist, and I recommend that if you get on it, you do too, because if you have a reaction, you want to have your doctor on speed dial when you're on that. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Questions or comments, put those down below. And yeah, that's all I've got for you today. So I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great day. Bye.